Hey everybody, and welcome to another video from Stay in Your Lane. First of all, I want to thank you guys so much for coming on this page, and hopefully it helps you guys as much as it helps me get through some of my struggles and gives me some motivation to push past some of the down times and rocky times in my life. Now, I posted that I was going to make a video on some of the struggles and things that could happen to stop your progress in life and just kind of put a wrench in the wheel of life and mess things up while you're trying to make some progress. Let me give you an example. This past 2 weeks has been really rough. Last week, my hours got cut at work. Things are really slow, and they just knocked everybody down to 4 days instead of 5 and just moved everybody around, and schedules are different. So, of course, that means my pay is different. Well, with that issue, I have vacation time coming up, so I took a look at that, and I was going to use the vacation time to go see my kids in November or December. Well, I can't because I need a full paycheck to pay all my bills. So I had to take a day from each vacation time and put it every week 1 day so I would get a full check. Well, in turn, my kids don't want to talk to me, which I get it. They don't understand that things happen in life and there's responsibilities and you got to do shit that you don't want to do and you have to sacrifice to take care of your bills and take care of your kids. So I keep calling them every other day or so and just check on them and text them and stuff like that, just to let them know I'm there and I still love them, and it's just an issue we have to get through. Things happen. Well, then after that, I went to go help my sister out, who lives a little over 100 miles from me, and I jumped on my motorcycle, left at 9 in the morning. Of course, it started raining, but you got to do what you got to do, and she needs the help. So I rode about 70 miles, and my stator went out. Well, just to be sure, I noticed that there was a little mom and pop motorcycle place. So I stopped there and I said, hey, listen, man, I got some issues with my bike. I think it's the stator. Is there any way we could check it? So we took some things apart, checked it. Lo and behold, fucking stator's out. So I said, well, what's it going to cost to fix it? And really, I didn't have any money on me. I really didn't. I had a little bit of money left over from the last pay, but not really anything to do anything with. Well, he gave me a price, and it was really not that good. So I called my guy that I've used for the last 7 years and said, hey, listen, man, I got a bad stator. Can you order me a stator and take care of it? Yeah, sure, just bring it by tomorrow. Okay, problem fixed. There's nothing else I can do about that stator at this time. I've already done everything I can to get the problem resolved. It's resolved. Tomorrow it'll get taken care of. I got to drop the bike off. Now I got an almost dead battery. Well, I talked to the guy and he charged it up for me. We got about 90%. So I hauled ass the rest of the way, picked up my sister, took her to a doctor's appointment, and while she was at the doctor's appointment, I pulled the battery. There was a parts store across the street. Took it over there, had him charge it. They says, man, it's going to be like an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's a pretty dead battery. I looked around. There's an Arby's over there next to it. Okay, cool. Went over to the Arby's, ordered a sandwich and a soda, sat down. My sister called me and said, hey, man, I'm fucking done. I said, okay, come over to Arby's. We're not going anywhere. The battery's still charging. So we sat there for, like I said, about an hour and a half or so. Battery was done. Took it back over, put it in the bike, started the bike up, hauled ass, dropped her off. Said, listen, I got to go because I don't know how long this battery is going to last. Rode a while, stopped at another parts store. But at this point, it's getting late. It's around 8:30 at night. So I, like, holy shit, these parts stores are going to close soon. So I stopped, have them charge it, like, dude, it's going to be about an hour and a half or so. Found a Subway that was open, stayed there for about an hour and a half or so, went back, hooked the battery back up to the bike, hauled ass home. I seen a parts store that I thought might be open. I stopped there, they were. I bought a battery just in case this one died because I'm still almost 200 miles from home. So carried that battery in my riding vest, tucked it that I had on, tucked it under my vest and my shirt, and just hauled ass home, man. Just white lined and ran red lights and anything because I don't want to be stuck 200 miles from home. Got home, pulled the battery out, put it on the charger, put the bike to bed, covered it up, came inside, took a shower, and got a cup of tea. And made some dinner, man, and I'm soaking wet at this point because the whole day it rained. I'm not telling you these things to make you go, like, holy crap, this guy's going through it. This really sucks. I feel bad for him. I don't want you to feel bad for me. I'm telling you because the moral of the story is, yeah, you may feel like you're knee deep in it, but if you break it down to the small things and work on those first, you're going to get the whole thing fixed. And by that I mean, okay, I figured out what the problem was. Stator, small part. Done. Next thing, battery. How am I going to get to my sister's and get her to her appointment and get home? Battery's got to be charged. Without the battery being charged, bike's not going to run. Charge the battery. Okay, I hung out with the guy for a while. I charged the battery. Boom. Went up, got my sister, went out to Ocala, took her to her appointment, parts store across the street. Does the battery need to be charged? Yeah, maybe. But just to be sure, took it out, took it over there. Hell yes, it needs to be charged. Okay. Well, I'm slowly figuring this stuff out. You know, charge the battery, get something to eat. There's nothing else I can do. I can't do anything else while that battery's charging. I'm hungry. Okay, let's go get something to eat. Another problem solved. Luckily, thank God, you know, everything was right there by her doctor's appointment, or I don't know what I would have done, but it worked out. She called me, bam, had her hang out, made her wait. We're still solving problems. We're still making progress. I'm trying to show you that there's progress in everything that you do. You know, got her back to her place, like I said. You have to figure these things out. You can't just throw up your hands, sit on your ass, and pout about it until somebody comes along and fucking helps you or takes care of the situation for you. You know, this is a situation you're going through, and you have to figure this out. You know, I'm not saying figure it out by yourself. If you have a friend that you can call, that's fantastic. But a lot of times in life, you don't have that friend you can call. You try and call them, or you try to message them or text them, no answer. They're not there. They're busy with their life and what they're doing, whether it's they're at work or they're out with somebody, or it doesn't matter. It's at that moment, it's you and you alone and that problem. Now, like I said, are you going to sit on your ass and throw your hands up and be like, fuck this, and pout about it? Because now you're wasting time on fixing the problem and getting back to wherever you're supposed to be, whether it's get home, get to your job, go pick up your kids from school or from whatever, from the babysitter. It doesn't matter. This problem is still with you and that moment. So instead of sitting there and pouting and pissing about and throwing a temper tantrum about the situation, stop and take a breath. If you have to go get a soda and sit down for a couple of minutes, or just sit down and fiddle with your phone, or just look around you for a minute, just to detach from that problem for a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes, do that so that you can reboot mentally and then break down the situation. With me, stator went bad. It's not charging the battery. What do I need to figure out first? I need to figure out if the stator can be fixed, or if it's even that. Did I do that? Yes, I did. Okay, that problem's gone. It's already figured out. I've already called somebody to order the part I need, and they're going to fix it. I can't do anything else about it. I don't need to think about it anymore. It's gone. Take that shit out of your head and move on. Next thing, how am I going to get this bike to run? Well, the battery, it's not charged, so it's not going to run. Okay, well, let's charge the battery. Battery charged, bike's running. How am I going to keep this going? I'm going to have to stop wherever I need to stop and charge this thing, however many times it takes to charge it. Even if it kills the fucking battery, I don't care. I need to get home. And that's my main focus. Stator's out of my head. Now it's just getting home. I've already taken my sister to the doctor's appointment and got her home. She's safe. No more problems. Done. She's totally good where she's at. Now we're back to my problem. Getting home. Charge the battery. However many times it takes. Okay, well, now it's late. Everything's fucking closed. Okay, well, luckily I found one parts store that was still open and getting ready to close. I ran in and bought another battery. Can I afford it? Fuck no, I couldn't. But it's just a safety in case that battery dies on the road. Because at this point, I'm still 200 miles from home. And let me tell you what, 200 miles on no stator, no charging system, you're going to panic a little bit. But you can't panic a lot. You have to just stop, take a breath, and go, okay, the battery's bad. I'll go get a new battery that's plug and play. And if the battery dies on me, I have a backup. So what did I do? I went out in the rain. I wrapped that battery in a bag, tucked it underneath my riding vest, tucked my shirt in, and hauled ass home. And my thought was, if I can get home on this battery and not use the one I just bought, I'm going to take this battery back because it's a fucking $116. Can I afford it? Hell no. My hours just got cut. So once again, your mentality is get home or get to the end of whatever the situation is. But, you know, like I stated, I broke down each individual problem. Stator, out of my head. Called my guy. It's being ordered. Battery being charged. Okay, it's charged. Now I need to get to my sister. I got to my sister. You understand what I'm saying? It's sections of problems to fix the whole problem. You can't work on 2 or 3 things of a problem because now you're just fixing bits and pieces. You grab one part of that problem and fix the entire part, and then move to the next, to the next. If you can't fix that part, You figure out what you need to do to fix that part, and then set it aside until you can fix that part, and then you go to the next, to the next, to the next, until resolved. And with me, resolved, I'm home. Hot shower, cup of tea, dinner, problem's done until tomorrow. There's nothing else I can do. So, got up the next day, took the, sorry about that light, let me try and move here, there we go. Got up the next morning, took the battery off the charger, threw it on the bike, hauled-ass to Pat's at All Cycle, dropped it off. Now what do I need to do? I don't have a way home. I don't have a car. I have a motorcycle. That's it. So I have to walk. What did I do? Clicked on my Pandora, found some good music, popped in my earphones, started walking, stuck my thumb out. I walked probably 7 or 8 miles, and somebody picked me up and took me the other 11 miles. Okay, problem solved. I'm in town. I'm in Sanford now. But I need to get to Apopka. How the fuck am I going to do that? I got to take a bus. All I have is plastic. All I have is my debit card. Okay, I need to get cash for the bus. How much is the bus? I don't fucking know.